Sorry, yeah. I don't know who we're watching. I'm not watching. I'm looking for somebody.
Do you have the ones blocked on here that needs to be?
Except for that one account. The Delta 747
Okay.
and Street Chaser or Street. Yeah, I think it's Street Chaser.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, Miss
Okay.
B. I'm
Hey.
sorry you don't feel good, honey.
Girl, it's life, honey.
Yep.
Can't wait till it's over.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
A few more years, huh?
Few more street cleaner. Thank you, Street Watcher.
Oh, she said.
Thank you, Stewie.
Do it.
Lilac, I wasn't trying to be messy about regularly being in the box. I just didn't know she was like on this side of TikTok. So it threw me off when I saw her in that live.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's been
no,
all up
she's
in
over
those
there.
lives.
See, I've been missing everything, So it
I got screenshots. She's been, running her mouth.
oh, like girl, I passed by because Tiara was streaming it, and I was like, "What the world? What in the collision?"
Yep, she's been all over in it
Oh,
Yeah, whatever side gives her a platform.
and allows her to be her own original self.
Mm.
right, Stu, with no comment. It just threw me off. It really did. I was like, "What the hell?"
No, not over here, twin.
I was trying to go back to that Kayla live, but I think they muted me.
Yeah, they
I
probably
didn't get
did.
blocked.
Oh, they blocked me. It kicked me all the way out.
Yeah, I think they muted me because when I went back, I tried to come in and I couldn't.
She's live, but she's the only one talking. So,
Who live?
Kaylee is.
Girl, I never seen that lady a day in my life to the day.
Oh,
Hey,
I don't have much to say for her.
hey, y'all. If I'm not paying attention, I'm sorry. Hey, hey, hey,
It's
hey, hey,
fine. We
hey, hey, hey.
We're used to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I accepted him. It didn't make.
I just accepted it. Let's see.
There she is.
Anyway,
I'm
what have you done?
I'm sorry, was I not muted?
Muted from where? What are you
Oh,
talking about?
sorry. I thought you guys heard that conversation with my neighbor. I wasn't sure if I was muted or not.
No,
No,
you
ma'am, we
weren't
didn't hear it.
muted either.
Okay, okay.
That's why we were like, huh?
I just wanted to make sure. Because I thought about it after. I was like, oh crap.
I don't know if Faith ever went back.
How all y'all got muted and blocked? I was talking so much trash and they didn't me. As soon as I said so, one of the mods was like, "Stop," and I was like, "Stop what?" And I just kept commenting.
I told them to block me if they want to do. I didn't care.
Oh, I kept commenting all caps in the mad face.
Faith live. Who got another? I want to know what Faith would actually do for this nonsense they did today because it was funny at first, but then it
At
became
first,
wild,
yeah.
and then I got mad.
Never bullied her, never will. I will still stand up for the community. And
Right.
you're not going to make a mockery. That's
No,
all
I
they
went and got
did.
her out of Dipshit's live yesterday.
I know.
I know she scams people, but talking on somebody's disability is a different
Oh, thank y'all
deal.
for the gift. I don't know who gave me that. Who is
So,
shit?
The one
Click
thing,
on the number.
the one thing that I can say is that yes, had our differences with the comments. Just that they made alone was absolutely disgusting.
Yes, they were.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yep. it was triggering for me.
Very. My son, when he plays baseball, they have people all ages out there. They have and all sorts of disabilities. So you have the ones in the wheelchair, the walkers, the everything. I don't find that shit comical at
Mm,
all.
I didn't either. I use a wheelchair every day, almost 24/7. I mean, I'm capable of taking care of myself for the most part. I mean, I do have a caregiver certain days of the week, but as far as going to the bathroom, doing all that, I have to do all that on my own. But otherwise, I'm in my wheelchair, so I didn't find it funny.
Right.
The thing that got me mad was they kept on saying, "How about you pull her wheel? How about you take her wheelchair?"
Yeah, no, that shit wasn't funny.
Yeah, there's no
And
excuse for that.
and like, thank God I didn't crash out on Dalton's live because I was like, Elia,
Yeah,
don't,
I had to
don't.
drop Gage because I told him I said I'll bring up Gage because he requested, and I told him I said just don't let it rile you up, and I waited the longest time. I don't know who
You
kept
did.
You
I
were
don't know who kept
respectful.
muting, but I was like, Gage, I see it's riling you up. I've got to drop you back down because we protect Gage. We're not gonna let Gage get riled up like that, and he was getting riled up. I was like, oh no, we can't do that.
No,
Yeah,
you were
Y'all,
very
y'all,
you were
respectful with it.
patient.
Yeah, you
y'all
were
protect me
respectful.
too. Like that's why, like, if it's too much, Dalton will be like, Elia, I have to drop you. This is no disrespect, but I want it. I want your mental health to be okay, and and y'all do the same thing for me, so it's not a problem for me.
Well,
Hmm.
I always get on to everybody. If they let Gage in a box and he starts getting stressed out, I come in mad.
But like,
Right.
Usually I won't let Gage in like for any drama, but that I was like, it's just watching the court case. I'm like, there ain't really nothing. But then
Right.
I seen
Yeah.
Gage start making the comments. I was like, oh nope, 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 nope,
Mm.
nope.
And then I got confused, y'all, because I thought court was last week on the
That was
22nd.
a different court.
Apparently, they're gonna do multiple. Who knows? At this point.
Girl.
but like, like one time, like when things got really triggering, Dalton texted me. He's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was just really like that, like, and like how they were saying that lady. What was the lady who was doing the thingy?
Haley?
Yeah, thank you. She was like, like, I don't like the she. I just don't like the fact that people made a mockery. Like,
Right.
it's not fair to some, even though we don't like her behavior. You
What I
can't.
think it is, they just do that because of what Faith has done. So people they're trying to find a way to like be mean to her. So it's like they're using her disability as a way to mock her, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, why y'all wouldn't like it if it was done to y'all?
Correct.
Exactly.
So why would you do it to her?
Right. I mean,
Hmm.
there's people on this app I just absolutely cannot stand, but I will not allow people while I'm in there to body shame or stuff like that because it's like people already know their situation, so you don't even have to call it out. You know what I mean? Now, do
Well,
I think she may have used her disability to her advantage to get money from people? Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, whether you're in a wheelchair or not, it does. Any disability, it's not cool to mock. I don't care what disability someone has. It's not. It's not cool whatsoever.
But
exactly.
I didn't like the Coachella comment like that. Like that was really like,
They kept saying that one over and over and over.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Hmm.
why would you? Is someone disability or not? Why the heck would you make fun of someone? Oh, we don't know. Hello, she's
Exactly.
in a wheelchair.
Yep. And then when the man was saying something about make her stand up,
Yeah, that's vile. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't condone that.
Me either.
No, it's all gross. Like
Yeah.
it's super gross. And that is not nothing of awareness or any of that. I mean, you got to figure you got two sides of it. Now there's been two courts held, and with them two damn courts held, both of them were vile. I mean, so you're not getting anywhere with it.
Okay, what is the point of these courts, to be honest?
Oh,
Like,
I
what
don't
is
know.
the whole
I feel
point?
like to make fun of her disability.
No, I'm saying, why does she actively participate in this stuff? Like, I remember when she kept saying, you all are going to have a different view of me.
Because it brings her views.
Brings her
It
content.
brings her attention, whether it's good or bad.
I think she honestly thinks it's gonna clear her name, but it's not.
She does. She thought the original court case with Roll was actually gonna bring a different perspective and kind of like rebrand her. But that absolutely wasn't the case.
Right.
But like, I really didn't like the fact that it really broke me, because the fact that that all of them people on that panel is being, I feel like, making fun of this all of disabled people. I felt like that was just like, dude, here we go again. Like, what?
Yeah, that part was getting me riled up. And after Cons asked for the street name, I was like, let me go over here. And I put in there that this is, you're mocking people with disabilities, but Kaylee actually responded to Cons' comment.
And the
Yeah.
way they
Yep, she did.
disrespected Cons. Oh, I was like, y'all don't want to do that.
Right.
Y'all don't want to do that.
And I wasn't gonna let up. And of course, she was the one that blocked me.
And Kaylee at the end, she's like, "Oh, Faith knows we mean no harm." Really?
You did.
Really?
You did.
And then the
It's
people,
not
not
a
just about
joke.
faith. It's a
Right.
whole community.
Exactly.
right. And
Exactly.
then they were in the comments talking about, if you're offended, you need to leave. Just leave.
I'm gonna show them offended.
Well, she's not the only person in the disability community. There's
And I want to say thank you to the people that shared videos to me. I will be. That's it. I will be.
But I want to say thank you to all you guys in the panel for standing up for all of us.
yes.
We always will.
Because, you guys deserve all my respect, and y'all, and even Dalton, because Dalton has always been the one to stand up for all disability communities, and I'm proud of him for that, and I'm always grateful.
But like I was saying earlier, is people are forgetting beyond the money and beyond like the ripple effect of the people that have been affected from this goes just beyond the money. It's affected people's mental health. Faith likes to mention that people texted her to unalive herself, but she doesn't mention all the people that she told that to that didn't send her money. And a couple people have reached out to me that have been affected directly that are still struggling with comments that Faith has made to them in regards to unaliving.
Yeah, and can I say something to you?
Yeah, of course.
I feel like I don't know how to say it. Miss Miki helped me.
It's okay. Take your time.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you
Go
say?
ahead, B.
I need
go
your help
ahead,
on
Maya.
trying to
Okay.
to
Okay. What was it again? Start over.
Okay, so I'm trying to say that. So sorry.
No, don't be
I'm
sorry.
hard
Hey.
at processing things. So
That's
It's
okay.
okay.
You
Don't be
fine. You don't
sorry.
never have to explain that to me. Trust me.
Yeah, don't be sorry.
Take your time. You're okay.
So so she so she's telling these people to do that to themselves, and I just feel like it's not okay for no anybody to tell someone to do that.
No,
Right.
and I feel like with Faith, she thinks that it's just like words and she's just saying things, but the effect that these particular words have had on these particular people, especially, some of us take it at face value and we're like, oh, it's just words, words don't hurt. They've been affected directly. They've, put themselves in situation in harm's way. Like I told the lady, I'll never tell her story without her permission. And it's her story to tell. It's not for me to tell, but Faith has directly affected people with words in more ways than she understands. And it's caused a ripple effect beyond the financial. I don't want to disregard the financial aspect of it, but she's taken advantage of mentally vulnerable people, and that's what I'm trying to bring a light to. And it breaks my heart. My day back in 2016, and there's pain that they had to call 988 because they were so directly affected. And if that girl didn't reach, she wouldn't be here to tell her story. And,
Oh,
my dad's not here to tell his story. So I don't think Faith realizes the ripple effect that she has on people, um, affecting me. And I don't have any direct relation to have anything to do with this.
But I want to tell you something, Em.
Yeah,
You are important.
yep.
I appreciate you. And it's not even just me. There's so many vulnerable victims out there that are so affected, and just listening to their words and me staying up with them for hours, just, chatting about any murder denied and not believed, and asked to show proof, and just, it's horrible.
The more saddest part of it is the fact that sometimes, like, when people say those things, they don't know what 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 can that what can
Yeah, you don't know how that directly affects people by
exactly.
by just your words. And some people you could say words to, and some people are like, hey, whatever, and brush it off their shoulders. And other people, you don't know what they're already dealing with on a daily basis. You don't know the struggles they have. You don't know the demons they have. You don't know what they're fighting in their mind every day just to get up and get out of bed. And and sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's just you don't know that words can be a lot more than just words.
Right. And I do think that Faith blurs the line between victim and being the villain because
Absolutely.
I agree.
she has sat in her box while her friends have said some of the most outrageous and vile things ever.
Yes.
Yes.
She hasn't had a problem with it. She says, well, that's my friend. You know what I mean? And it's like so many people
It
are
doesn't
telling her,
matter if it's your friend.
And they
yeah,
they co-sign her behavior.
yeah,
Exactly.
and she co-signs theirs.
Absolutely. And then she's the first one to be on live showing text messages saying they're telling her to unalive herself. And I would definitely never ever like condone or any of that behavior, but don't sit there and act like you're not the first one to turn around and tell other people to unalive themselves because they're not sending you money.
Right.
Right.
So it is. I mean, I'm not deep into the faith thing like other people. Like I don't follow her lore like that, but it's almost impossible at this point for the last 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks to scroll TikTok without somebody posting a recap or um a gotcha moment or something like that. But I just know that she has sat with some people who have said some very vile and offensive things.
Absolutely. And the way she just sits there with a straight face and act like they didn't just say the N word or the R word or anything that's like just horrid. And she just sits there and continues to scroll on her phone and doesn't drop them and doesn't call them out and
Yep, she
doesn't
doesn't mention it
any
unless somebody mentions it. It's like the people in the comment section have to keep saying something, and
right.
then she will say something about it. She won't do anything about it because she's like, "That's my friend, and if you all
Mhm.
don't like it, then that's not my problem." And it's like, girl,
But if
my
someone
friend
said,
is talking about you as well. When they say that stuff, like the R word and stuff,
Yeah,
they're talking about you as well, and
exactly.
because he said it, she said, well, he said it to me, he didn't say it to you all. Okay, but it doesn't matter who he said it to, it was offensive to everybody.
Absolutely.
but my point is, can I make a point real quick? Like,
Yeah, of course.
if someone said those words in my live or in my box, they will be dropped, blocked, and muted immediately.
Yep.
But I hate the fact that fake Faith, I called her fake. Oh my god.
How ironic.
But I didn't like the fact how she said, "Oh, those are my friends," but those are not your friends because they're talking about disabled people, and it's like,
In a disrespectful manner.
exactly, girl,
Yeah.
you were reading my brain tonight. You want to take it?
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Well,
Exactly.
and Alaya, I think also, I'm not quick to drop somebody. I'm quick to turn around and make sure they understand. I need to educate them first.
yeah,
And that's my biggest thing because a lot of people don't know, because they come from other sides of apps and or other apps in general. um, but I what I heard a second ago was is that she is quick to turn around and tell somebody to go do that to themselves,
yeah.
but then quick to cry because somebody said it to her.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
say, but I didn't want to.
No,
Yeah.
that's exactly what's going on. She went on and on about that text message about the unaliving for 20 minutes before the court, the one that role model had. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there in the chat saying, but turn around and talk about all the messages that you've said to people, and she never will because she doesn't think it applies to her. And she thinks that, like she says, that she only has her voice and that's the only tool she has. And that's not an excuse. Um, it's just not an excuse.
I don't care if she only has her voice. I only have my voice too, but I don't tell people to go do that to themselves. I have
Exactly. And
never told
Right,
anybody
Emma.
that.
and she's sitting there crying and saying how harmful and how much it affects her. But then she's quick to turn around and say it to somebody else and sit there and act like she didn't just do it or didn't just say it. And like, I'm the type of person, like, I will do anything so that the next person doesn't hurt the way I hurt or feel what I feel or have to suffer and feel the emotions that I feel. So I do everything in my power to ensure that another person doesn't feel the way I feel. But I would never sit there and try and harm someone just because I've been harmed. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if that came out funny, but
Yes. It makes yes.
like I never want somebody to hurt and suffer because of words that some that somebody said to me, and then I turn around and hurt somebody else.
She says it to people like it's no big deal whatsoever, but then when it's said to her, it's like the end of the world. But
Right?
she acts like, you know, when she says it, it's just normal and she's allowed to say it and just, you know,
Yeah.
nobody should fault her for saying it.
Exactly. And I feel
Exactly.
like she has brought so much negative attention to those who have disabilities. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you get these people that get in boxes and they claim that they act like they're experts on everything. And it's like you can't compare one to the next one because
Right.
it's not the same. But it's like because of the stuff she's done, a lot of people don't know how to separate what she's done from her disability. Meaning the
Exactly.
emphasis should not be on her disability. The emphasis should be on her actions.
Yep. Bingo.
But you know, like this is another thing. Like when you tell Faith how you feel, she'll hit below the belt,
Oh yeah, because
and she'll have no, and then she'll have she'll laugh and smile about it like it's funny.
she's a professional victim. That's what she does. It's part of her manipulation, conniving, con artist, all the above, narcissism. You're always the victim and you never do any wrong.
Yeah, and she doesn't listen. That girl the other day, I think her name was Goody. She's from like another app or something. She literally laid out everything to Faith, and she did it from a place of love. And Faith ignored her and then got off the live.
That's
Of
her
course, because it's
go-to.
all about faith. Like,
And
Don't pop the bubbles. You okay up there?
Ashley, I completely agree with you. She has such a big platform that the amount of good she could do with bringing advocacy, with doing a day in a life, by, you know, taste testing food, anything, she could do something that's different. I mean, unfortunately, the scamming thing is always going to follow her, but the amount of good that she could do and bring awareness and help other people. um
Yeah, she
not every day do you get the chance to have a platform that she does.
right.
She could very much put advocacy back in her name at some point, but she needs to understand the implications of the actions that she's doing now and how that's going to be with her forever. But she
yeah.
can also turn this around, and I want to see people win, and I want to see people do good, and I want to see people pull them out of out of a tough spot in their life, because we've all been there and we've all done that, and other people should want to see other people win. And
That's what I've said the whole time, you know. I would love to see her turn stuff around and it be positive. Her get on here and have like a positive life and keep having positive lives, but it doesn't seem to ever happen.
because right now, any attention to Faith is attention. Like Role Model said, keep talking your shit, you're bringing engagement. That's not the kind of platform that you want to have. Just because
Exactly.
you have engagement doesn't mean that it's positive, that it's helping somebody, that it's doing anything except harming her and her family and herself and her self-worth. And you know she could turn this around, and I hope she does, and I hope she can pull herself out of a dark place that she's in.
I feel like when people are, we all want people to win.
Of course.
There's there like there's a lot of people that I want to see win.
Hmm. I
You
want to
know,
see a lot of people win, and I
I
think,
as human beings, we should want that for each other. We
right.
want each other to exceed. We want each other to excel because, by you winning, I'm winning. So, it goes hand in hand with like just overall life in general. Like,
We're all in this together at the end of the day. And I think for her
exactly.
to move her platform forward, she has to stick to what she said. She said, I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. But every opportunity that she has, she talks about it. And
Right.
so her platform has grown because of all the negativity. But
Yeah.
The
again, she could
majority of
do
it was
so much.
bought though, B. Like,
I know, but I'm saying, like, you think about me and other people like me who never, knew about her.
Right.
She has the attention of people she never would have gotten had it not been for the negative aspects of the stuff that she does. And
Right.
she could really turn it around to where instead of making it so negative about people with disabilities, she could use her platform to inform people because a lot of people don't know. And so she could
know
spend her
like
time doing that.
And B, that's how I met Faith. When I first went into her lives, it was all about the slurs that were being used. And I went in there, just me, being the person that will advocate for our community, letting her know, hey, this is not right. You have a platform that you could do so much on. But when you allow these types of people in your lives and in your boxes to continue to do and say these things, you're losing people. You're making other people, you're actually putting down our community.
Absolutely.
I said, I'm here to educate. I tried to help with resources. I tried to do everything I could. I get cussed out. I get cussed out by her moderator that used the R word. It just went from bad to worse with her, with me. And I have never once bullied her. I don't care. Roll can say what she wants about me. Never have I once bullied her. I
That's
have tried to help her every way possible.
You've always stood up for her.
I appreciate that. I've always, and I'm getting messages from so many people that are afraid to speak that have come to me, and I will always be there for any of them that have a problem or an issue that just needs someone to lean on. I will be there. But
and
for Faith to get mad at me because I would not give her my phone number, case in point, I am a single mother with a child with a disability. There is no one going to dox me on this app and release my information out there, and she'd be the first one to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
She has
And
I'm
it
not.
reminds me of Lisa with that. When she gets mad at people, she wants to
yes,
dox them and stuff, and she seems like that type of person. But the thing about it is, if her goal was money, she could have done so many good things on her platform, and the money would have come. You know what I mean?
it would have
Like
come easily. And I even told
easily.
her, Faith, you are a great speaker. Start going to schools, going to colleges, even in churches. Do something and speak out as an advocate for our community. Don't use it. And I even told her, like with little man, we look at his disabilities as an ability. Use the abilities you can use. Don't look at the parts or the cons that you can't use. Use those abilities, and the ability that you have of speaking to people, you would do an amazing job taking on something like that and just standing up and speaking for the community. And I believe she truly could,
cons,
but that's not what she wants.
you know, like even even Dalton, like he's always encouraging us to speak up, and you guys, we and cons you are too, and I'm really grateful for both of you for helping me do that. Because
And
I,
that's what we're here for, honey,
cause
always.
I
And if
used
you
to not
can't
want,
speak on live, I'm always a message away.
And
yeah.
that's the problem is so many people have lost their voice and their willpower and their confidence and their courage because they've been talked down to, they've been, labeled, well, you gave me money. Did I force you to give me money? It's just scenarios that are completely just and that's the problem. Like even with the first court thing, they didn't have any witnesses. Well, why didn't you have witnesses? Because they were humiliated, they were degraded, they were berated, all by a certain group that made other people feel a certain type of way, like they couldn't speak up, that their situation wasn't as big as the next person. Maybe somebody gave $5 and somebody gave $1,000, but that doesn't make a difference into how people feel inside.
Yeah, and she lost her core group of people because they feel like she wasn't protecting them.
And she
And
Hold on,
wasn't.
Miss Bubbles, you okay? Cause you just been sitting there on mute, and I know you got something to say, honey. Don't pop my bubbles.
Bubbles, love, they're talking to you, honey. She might
Wake
not
up,
listen.
Bubbles.
Well, you gotta talk. You're in the box.
Bubbles, don't
You
be
gotta
scared
say
of them. You're
something to us. You don't have to be
fine.
scared.
I love your username, by the way, Bubbles.
I helped
Well,
her with
thank
that.
you for that.
You can
There
speak
she
whenever you
goes.
feel comfortable, girl. You're safe here.
I know.
it's actually been a joy to find this community. I didn't know it was so many on the app, and so many are so well spoken, intelligent. They're emotionally aware. You know what I mean? It's like, but nobody sheds light on that.
But the key is awareness and education. And without those two things, people will never understand and people will never learn and people will have a stigma around disability and mental illness and physical disability. And without, people like Pinky speaking up and speaking out in particular, I wouldn't have learned a lot of the things that I learned.
Same here.
You know,
K2, how you doing, baby?
Hi, I just wanted to ask, like Pinky, I know I've known her for a long time, a very long time. Like, I'm just feeling like super overwhelmed. Do you have like I've like went to my sliding glass door, took some deep breaths in, count to 10, count to 20. Like, do you have any other suggestions? Like when you're feeling like so overwhelmed, um
So,
I could no, I could let me finish so I can be like totally real. I have a really bad, really temper, right? And so at this present moment, right, um, I'm feeling like tearing my whole house apart, breaking everything. Hmm.
don't do it.
Well, don't do that because you're gonna have to replace it. And if you're overwhelmed, sometimes what works for me is I'll stop to think about 5 things I can immediately see. And I think Pinky taught me this. I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you name them in your head, and then you say it out loud, and it changes your brain frequency.
Okay.
What helps
It's
me is
5 things that you
sorry.
can see. Then you start using all your senses. 5 things you can see,
Right.
5 things you can touch, five
Right.
things you can hear.
This was
Yeah.
my temper when I was younger, and then I grew out of it. Like I wasn't like that when I was like a mom or that, but now that I'm older, I'm disabled. I sit home all day, not doing
Mm-hmm.
nothing. not doing nothing. And
I understand that part. Being disabled and sitting at home all day, it gets frustrating some days. One thing
all the
that helps
time.
me is getting in the shower. I know it may seem silly, but the water distracts me from everything for a little bit.
Right.
Meditation music helps me.
It used to help me, but like I think I'm like, you know how sometimes you become something, right? And you've done something for so long, right? And
Mhm.
now, and I don't mean to, I'm not going to get Pinky Banner, but I'm just like, right at this present moment, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off, and it's hard for me to like, I was that child, right? Oh, I did horrible things to my siblings, like stabbed them with an ink pen, punched
Whoa.
them with a paperweight.
Mm, mm-mm.
Sorry,
Right,
that's trigger for me.
right. And then I got calm, like I'm a mom, all right, very calm. And then all my children are growing up. I have grandchildren, and now I'm disabled. Can't do the things that I used to love to do, which is like pulling weeds. Who wants to pull weeds except me, right?
Well, I think we all want what other people have. Like I
Right,
miss the days when I work from home every day. I miss being in the house all day every day.
right. B.
When I did, when I
Yeah,
was in the house all day every day, I a part of me loved it, a part of me didn't like it. But now
right.
that I have to go out in the workforce on certain days, I'm like, oh, I miss when I could just be in
Right, and
the house.
I agree with you, B, because I would like to like let me go out and have a little bit of workforce time.
Yeah,
Right,
so it's kind of
right.
like you know, it's home is your comfort space. So that's
Yeah,
why it's like
that's
don't
my
tear up
security.
anything because if you tear it up, you're the one that's gonna have to replace it.
Right,
And
it's
then you're gonna
security.
be feeling you're gonna be mad that you tore the stuff up. You're gonna be mad that you have to
Yep,
replace it and stuff like that. So it's not even
you're,
worth tearing up
you're
the stuff
exactly right.
anger because it's not gonna change anything. Like
Right.
whatever emotions you're dealing with, you have to deal with them internally
Yeah.
because what goes on in our minds is what controls like
Right.
the external part.
I have a psychiatrist. I have a counselor. Right, but it's just like
Can I make a suggestion?
sure, sure, sure.
So I struggle with anxiety big time. I don't go to Costco or Walmart or places that have lots of people. I
Mm.
have no social life. I don't drink. I don't do anything.
Right.
So I know this is going to sound really silly, but I have it even tattooed on my foot. Take everything one step at a time. If that means taking it 30 seconds at a time, if it means taking it 1 minute at a time, 1 hour, 1 day, however you have to do it to get through that minute.
Hmm. You're right.
And
You're
also,
exactly right.
I take I do adult coloring books. So it's basically you can even get a children's coloring book
Right.
and just go grab it.
I have all them, but I have neuropathy, so my hands aren't good as they used to be. Yeah.
But you know what it is? It's keeping your mind busy.
Right.
So
And I
you,
used to do that by people would think it'd be crazy, right? Let
mhm.
me just go outside and pull weeds in the garden, right? People don't usually want to do that, but
Of
I
course.
did.
Or maybe get some potted plants and pull that and then put
You're so
replant it.
funny. You're
No,
so
I'm serious.
funny. I know.
But whatever you need to do to get to the next minute,
All
and it's
right.
basically survival mode. And
Exactly. I've been praying. I've been thinking, like, come on, you can do this, Danny. Come
and
on.
you can do it.
I'm a two-time cancer survivor. You've been through more than this.
And getting up here and speaking about it and asking for help
Right.
is part of the process and like one of the first steps.
Right.
So the whole the whole idea. So what Pinky was talking about, it's called grounding yourself. So
Right.
5 things you can touch, five
Hey,
things you
Gina,
can feel,
Gina.
see, and
Yep.
hear.
Right. I
Be-
can see this. I can touch this. I can
Mhm.
see that. Right.
I can
Because
touch my
we
butt
She's
if I
exactly
want to.
right. But at this moment, like
Jesus,
I
Donna.
don't know, like when you
Say
have
that.
like bad a temper, right?
Yeah.
When you have this bad a temper, and I am trying, like I understand what Pinky's talking about. I really do. Just touch it, see it, feel it, look at it, right? I
And you
understand.
can always reach out, honey. You can always
Well,
reach
that's
out.
what I'm
I
doing
mean,
right now. That's what I'm doing
you
right
know,
now.
I mean, and Miss Gina here tell you, she's fighting cancer, and hey, Gina,
Right.
Gina,
Yep.
and
I'm a
I,
two-time
I,
cancer survivor, and Gina, I commend you. And I know Gina. I know from a long time ago.
and I have to talk her down all the time,
Right. It's hard.
so
There
It's
were
hard.
times where I would throw my head and just like try to smash it into the floor and
I know Fight for Life. I know you.
yeah.
Hmm.
you know, there's these things called, I can't remember the name, but there's these actual places where you can go
Uh-huh.
and hit a TV with a baseball bat, or
it's
it's
rage
a
rooms.
rage room.
I
And
have two amazing daughters, but they're all going through their all things, right?
yeah,
But you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help.
and
Right.
you still need to take care of you.
Right.
At
You
the
know
end
why?
of the day,
Why?
you cannot take care of somebody else or anybody else if you're not taking care of.
Right, and that's what it actually boils down to. I'm just gonna be quite honest. It's like trying to take care of my husband. I'm not trying to call him ignorant, but his parents did not take good care of him. That's a given. And so I can't be his mom anymore. I just can't. I just can't.
But you know what, though? Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You are doing your best and your hardest. And I got this from Dalton, so I'm going to use a Dalton quote right here for a minute.
Okay.
He always has great quotes, so I'm going to use it.
Okay.
You can't, you are strong, and do not be so hard on yourself. Because Dalton taught me this a lot. You can't be hard on yourself, because if you keep on being hard on yourself,
Right.
it's gonna hurt you in the long run.
Right. The biggest thing, I wasn't always disabled, so I could always take care of him. I always took care of everything. Right? But
Okay, we have those phases in our lives. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you
I
can't
just
fight
can't do it
for,
anymore. I just can't do it
and
anymore.
that's
And I
okay.
don't want to.
You
You
know
know,
what quote I live by? It's a bad day, not a bad life.
correct.
Right.
And minute to minute and hour to hour, whatever that looks like for you, if it means reaching out to somebody, if it means
Well,
coloring,
that's why
if
I'm
it
trying
means,
to reach out to you guys because I don't have anybody anymore.
but
My
you
best
can,
friend moved to Florida. I have my girls, right?
It's not that you don't have anybody. It's just that you feel like you don't have anybody. You have people.
I don't want to burden them.
but
That's
we,
what it is.
but
That's the
we
issue.
see,
Wait a
And
minute.
I'm
Can
gonna
everybody
hold
stop
on,
for just
cause
one second? I
ah,
have
go
something to
ahead,
say
Jana.
about what you just said. Okay, so you don't want to burden anyone, correct?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying? So this is gonna sound like an ass, but you don't get to decide if you're a burden on us. We can tell you if we're being burdened, but
Okay.
you don't get the right to tell us that that you're gonna burden us.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
And you
And
can reach out to
oh,
me
sorry.
anytime because I have stage 4 breast cancer.
I know you
I've gone
do.
through it 2 times, and
Yep.
I have another lump from my double mastectomy.
Yep.
oh, I'm so sorry.
And that is
I've had thyroid
something that
cancer. I've had
I've
large
told
B cell
her a
lymphoma
lot.
cancer. Yeah.
I've
I'm a
told her a
two-time
lot.
cancer survivor.
You can't turn around and make the choice just like I've told Gina, you can't turn
Right.
around and you can't make the
Right. Can I
choice
ask you
for
something?
somebody else to grieve you before you're gone.
Right. Can I ask you one thing though?
What?
How can I just say that's enough and make him do for himself?
Don't do it.
Communication, because he's not gonna know what you need from him if he doesn't know.
Right.
He does, and that's easier said than done, and I totally appreciate that, because not everybody has like open communication with each other. But like I said, in order for you to take care of you, you need to have an open line of communication with him, what you need from him. And it's okay to say I'm tired. It's okay to say I
Right.
don't want to do this. It's
Right.
okay to say I can't do this.
Thank you. That's what it is. I'm just tired.
Hold on.
I need a
Dalton,
break. I
Because
don't want to
you're
do
so
this
quiet.
anymore.
No, you're good. I was waiting my turn. As somebody that was ordained minister, hi. I might not be the best person on this app, but I married a lot of people. I also did counseling, marriage counseling. When I say this is that when we say I do,
Right.
we take on that challenge too. We have to remember there's
I
flaws,
know.
there's
I
differences,
did
and
that.
as you said that his parents raised him a little different. He may not be as the smartest, right? I will stand with what these women said. Communication is definitely key, but you gotta explain it to him in a way that he's gonna understand it too from you. Not as the world would be beating him down, so a way that you can say, hey, it's too much on one person, and that's okay. Marriage takes both. It really does.
It was fine before when I was like younger and more with it. But now that I'm older and I'm disabled, right? It's just gotten harder, and it's just like too much. It just keeps on trickling down, and it just keeps on like getting harder and harder and harder. And then I just want to give up.
Of course, well, don't give up because that's the last thing you need to do. But I want to say this: it does get hard on us sometimes, and I'm gonna say this truthfully. It's the same thing that I tell Faith. One day, her parents are not going to be there. One day, you're not going to be there, and everyone has to have a backup plan, a kind of like an Uno reverse card. Like, hey, this happened, but now I'm okay still.
Right.
And I feel like with you saying, your health declining and stuff, that's going to happen in age. That's something you have to worry about too. You can't do what you did in your 30s and 40s when you're 60 and 70. So also communicate, but at the same time, don't feel bad because you're getting older. Does that make sense?
She muted, but it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's just I don't know. Y'all know I feel some type of way about cancer because like you get those people that had the opportunity to survive it, and then you get the people who didn't. Well, my mama didn't get a chance to survive, so I feel like those who
I
have
understand
survived
you,
it
Dee.
are blessed.
I've been following you since way back, long time ago. I'm just saying, like I said,
Sometimes it's best to focus on.
two-time cancer survivor, but not just that. Like, I've been taking care of this man. I took this on. I know I did, right? Since he was
How
really
long
young.
have y'all been married?
36 years. Together,
Okay.
38. But I'm
Sunday,
just saying,
I'll be
at
married
37
20
years.
I'll be
Yeah, at
married
37
20
years, I've been taking care of him. And that's just the way it's been. And it wasn't a big deal until like last year. until I like really came disabled more, right? And I just can't do it anymore. And I don't know
And
how
that, babe,
to
that
show
is, that
him.
might, I've had to do it. It's not showing. It's not showing. You can show a man something all day long, and guess what? They don't see
Exactly.
it. So I've
Exactly.
been the Sunday I'll be married 20 years, and I
Right.
have waited. I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've took care of
Exactly.
kids and
Yep.
cooked and cleaned and washed
Exactly.
clothes and pressed clothes
Yep.
and
You're
everything under the
exactly right,
sun.
Pinky.
But when I got completely sick and I don't remember them 5 years
Right.
of my life,
Yeah. You're
at the
right.
beginning of that, we went to marriage counseling, and
You're
I
right.
told him, I cannot do this on my
Right.
own. So
Yep.
I need you to step in. And if you're
Right.
just only
Yep.
stepping in and taking care of your own self,
Yep.
I can handle my own self and
Right.
the kids.
And
So
can I
you
speak
have
now?
to be that
I'm
voice,
sorry for
honey.
crying,
No,
but like
no.
I'm just saying when he can't
Never
take
be
care
sorry
of
for crying.
he can't take care of nothing at the bank. He can't take care of no bills.
You just think that he can do it. He's just never had to do it. That's the
Right.
thing.
Gina,
And
And
Gina,
then it's
you
right,
teach
and then it
others
falls
how
back
to
on
treat
me
you.
because am I supposed to trust him to be able to do it? Right?
yes,
But
yes.
have you ever tried to let him do it?
No, because I'm too
That's
scared
what's
that he's
wrong.
gonna falter and make everything
No,
fall.
that's
Girl, he
what's
know,
wrong.
girl, he know
I'm
how to
gonna tell
pay a
you,
bill.
hold
But
on.
you have to try.
I'm gonna tell you like I told Gina. When Gina became sick and she had her surgery, she
Right.
was so scared. I'm sorry, Gina, I love you to death, but this is gonna make pretty, you know where I'm going with
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Dad.
She was scared to her wits end to turn
I
around
am scared to
and
death then. That he's just
right.
gonna let everything
She
crumble. Like the
hold on,
cable is gonna go off.
slow down.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
was scared to her wits end to let her child's father take her to kids
Yeah.
and be a father without
Right.
having any control.
Yeah.
Doctors, school, this, that, the
And
third,
see, my
bath time.
kids are grown.
I
My youngest is
understand, but
31.
so right. So, but we're talking about household.
Yeah.
So we turn around and you have to release the control. You're a Leo. My daughter's a Leo.
You
Y'all
see? How do you
cannot
know I was a
release
Leo?
the. You said it
How'd you know I
earlier.
was a Leo?
You said it earlier.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep.
you have to release that control because guess what? If you don't show him and let
Right.
him do it and fail, because he's going to fail.
You're right.
What
I'm so scared of
happens?
that.
No,
I'm so scared of that.
okay, but there's nothing to be scared of because he's gonna fail. You're gonna pick it back up and you're gonna let him try again. Because what happens, just like I told Gina, what happens if something or when it happens to you,
I'm so sick to my
then
stomach.
what?
Christy.
Then what?
Christy.
Can I speak then?
Do you want to get on a private call, hon?
You can. I'm just like, I understand Pinky. She is. Not that I want to be in control of everything, but I've had. Right? The cable shut off. Don't get the car taken away. Right?
You know, and it's okay to be scared, but at a
Right.
certain point, like you said, you've been doing this all your life. You're in,
Right.
and it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But you have to at a certain point.
I kind of want to on purpose. So this is not funny. It's not a joke.
Gina, do you want to get her on a call, Gina?
Yeah, I think that would be better. Just because you mind.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, life be life, and life will have you feeling like you're totally in control of everything, and the
Thanks,
next
Sean.
thing you know, life will show you that you're not
No,
in control.
I thought I was right.
It's
Thank you.
okay not to be in control.
Right, I don't want to anymore. B, I don't want to.
You have to let
That's the
go of
thing.
the
I'm
things
sick of it. I don't want to be in
I
control.
know.
on this call, okay? Because she's getting recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're not gonna be
What
that.
she
We're
said,
not gonna
what
be
she
recorded.
said earlier.
Whatever. I don't even care about their me. Yeah, I'll calm down. I'll be okay in a minute. Gina, I'll call you in a minute as soon as I figure it out. I don't know. I could just miss
Christy,
you my phone.
who do you think's recording us?
I don't know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hop down and disconnect.
All right, Gina.
Alright,
Happy New
bye,
Thank
B.
you guys for talking to me. I think I'm gonna be
Thank you,
okay.
I
I'm
can't
just
Gina.
really
got
see what.
overwhelmed.
You will be
Overwhelmed.
okay. You don't have an
Gina's gonna
option.
call you, honey.
Yep, just
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
I'll talk you through it, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much,
You gotta
all of
get.
you. I'm just overwhelmed.
I
My
know, right?
inbox
Yeah,
is always open.
okay. Yep, I'm gonna go and I'll get ready to call. I need you to call me, okay?
Gina, did you get my message?
Um,
I don't have a streaming thing. I don't have an extra thing to stream Faith.
Oh, they said she was in Role Models Live or something, but then she
Mm-hmm.
left because they wouldn't let her talk.
Oh God.
Who is Role Model?
She's from Meet Me.
Oh, okay. New character unlocked.
Yeah, exactly.
I've only known about it since I think last week because that was Faith's attorney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't caught her live, so it didn't seem interesting. Oh wow, these hoes said no. Really? She be
Yeah.
out putting up like that?
Oh, yeah. She gets on here and says, "You guys are bullying Faith," and then turns around. Her panel's calling people the R word, the N word, screaming, saying it's your fault. You sent her money. You should know better. Just horrible.
Well, I mean, wow. So she just came over here.
Basically, it started off by she had held a live um are doing battles with Faith, and then defending her and sticking up for her, and then it turned into Role Model coming over here with a bunch of her friends for Meet Me, and like opening an account, and they all got accounts, and then they were all defending Faith and blaming the people for sending her money and it's their fault, and Faith never forced them to, and then it turned into this court thing, and then here we are.
So is she going to New York tomorrow?
Oh Lord.
I highly doubt that.
Okay.
She doesn't have the money or the means, so she got a flight, but there was no afterthought. There's no one to take care of her. There's no one to drive her around. There's nobody to help her with her needs at all. She just got a flight. She didn't have any strategic plan in place.
You know what really like I don't know but now since everything that's been going on lately, I'm just like, why why? Like, it's just like a why question.
Christy, can you see if I
Huh?
wrote to you? Did you get a message from me?
Yeah. No, she don't ever think beyond the idea. It's just an idea. That's all it is.
Girl. Wow. But I'm about to get ready to get down. I ain't getting sleepy. Alright. Bedtime
Oh,
session.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get off and I'll show you what message you what to do, okay? Bye, guys.
Okay, ciao.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
Yeah, I understand that, she. Thank you, K2. Be safe. You got this. Um, I think that she understands, but the only thing that she on
Yeah, and I think
Nancy.
in Faith's idea, she genuinely thought that Mocha was going to take care of her, or that she'd be
Yeah,
able to stay with her.
yeah.
And I think there was definitely a lack of miscommunication there on both their parts. I also think Mocha could have, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Faith's an adult and she ordered her own ticket, but a little bit more communication about what was the expectations on both their parts, because she couldn't have, like, she just thought like Faith bought a ticket but didn't ask questions about after the fact. So
Nancy,
sorry.
do you know you're in the box?
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You okay?
I'm fine. I was letting her finish.
Oh,
Faith really don't realize what she's done. I'm a double amputee. Yes, I need 24-hour care. Her going from where she's going to New York, the hospitals are not going to take her for 30 days.
mm-mm.
She's going to have to be put, they're going to send her to a nursing home facility, or they're going to send her to a group home, because she can't get a subsidized apartment if she's can't have 24-hour care.
Well, and if she's going into New York, she can't turn around and they're not going to accept Texas insurance at all. As she has to be there 30 days.
That's right.
My daughters are in New York, so and I don't think she understands that.
Because in the
I don't think she cares, y'all. Honestly, I think she's gonna try to guilt trip Mocha into doing all this other stuff, and most group, yeah, Teresa, most group homes here won't take her, so I don't think group homes would take her because she has to have 24-hour care.
Okay.
She ends up in a nursing home.
so would she have to, so I guess technically, say she goes to New York, she would have to sustain herself and her financial means for 30 days as a resident, which means
Mm-hmm.
24-hour care, which means finding an apartment, an Airbnb, whatever you have to do, food, all of that for 30 days, when she is having troubles paying her cell phone and Netflix. um
Right.
it's just not reality. And that's if she even makes it the 30 days and doesn't end up coming home, or you know.
She's
And I think also she she don't want to be in a nursing home because it has older people, and that's the issue now, even doing respite, because she don't want to be in a nursing home, you know. There's last year's nursing home won't take her back. And so she's just at a point where she's just doing it randomly with no end. And even with her going into, when she turned around and she said she wanted to go into that home that they're building out here, she can't do that because it's not somewhere where they're going to take care of her 24 hours a day, at all. No, they can't do a living place with her own home.
And I
And
think,
it's,
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you did mention in a live before that, Faith thinks that she's a level 2 care, and
Mm-hmm.
in reality, she's a level 4 care. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that disconnect between her thinking of what level she's at versus what she really is definitely playing a part in these impulse decisions and thinking she can do these things that aren't necessarily reality for her.
Well, that was her words. Like, them were her words. That she turned around and said that in her head she's a level 2 care.
I'll give it back.
Yeah, okay, honey. Them were her words. So I can't stop her own words. I just use them, and she knows that I remember stuff like that, and yeah, she is just being repulsive, wanting to do a ticket. The other night she was supposed to be going to Tay and Eric's, and she was pulling the same stuff. She wanted somebody to come get her from the hospital. But here's the thing with the hospital. Back in March, she went into the hospital trying to prove a point to all of us that she supposedly was trying to off herself. And she had taken all her sleep meds, and she can't reach her sleep meds. So she called the ambulance for herself, and they come and got her. Her mom said she begged them to keep her, and they can't keep her.
Right.
There's physically nothing wrong with her. They can't keep her.
And they're
She
not
didn't
housing
go. Well, she also didn't go in there and tell them that she was trying to, off herself. Like, as soon as she got in there, she went live. You remember that, Nap Queen? Yeah, she went live as soon as she got triaged. But her mom was begging them to keep her, and they can't do nothing about that, like, at all. So the hospitals won't keep her. And yeah, she knows how to play the system, because if she would have went in there and turned around and said that she told 300 people on a live that night that she was going to off herself, yeah, they would have 302'd her fast. But she didn't go in there and tell them that, and then to find out she did that just to prove a point to us. Well, what point do you have to prove? Because all they did was triage you. You went live. You sat on live until they sent your butt home. So, yeah, she comes with a flip switch, and it's wild. It's just like when that night that I went live, when Brittany and stuff, she completely left us all hanging, like, for Tay. And I went live because it was, like, really weird. She ended the live, and I got her here, and she was upset because if you notice, coming into a box, she turns her camera on no matter where she goes. So none of us had a camera on, and she made it her mission to turn her camera on. And then when she realized that she couldn't because we were like in the little phone thing where it's just like the little circles, she got out of my thing and came back thinking that was going to change something, and it didn't. And it upset her because she couldn't turn her damn camera on. And just like her waterworks, you know, she cries and then she stops, and then she cries and then she stops. I, you know, I don't know. Yeah, she hung right up on us. Being.
Well, here in Tennessee, when you're put in a nursing facility, they take most of your check, your Social Security, disability, however. They take most of that check.
Yeah, they
So
do
how
here
is
too. That's why she don't want to go into one, because
Yeah,
she
Kelly
says
ain't
they will
saying
only
that.
leave her $75.
Yup, that's all she will have in her pocket because that's all she can have in there.
But that's all she needs. I mean, everything. I mean, she'd have, like a place to stay. She'd have food. She would.
Well, she's okay. So when I say she's a spoiled little girl, she's a spoiled little girl. She wants Starbucks. She wants necessity things that she can't just get in there. Okay, she's not gonna get the luxury of having Starbucks every day, and she does $75. Is not gonna cover that anyways, or
Right.
other things.
Netflix.
You know, so she's wanting to live the life of the rich, knowing that she can't.
Carrie, you're just rolling.
If her and her mother and father have so much disagreements and arguments, I'm surprised Adults Protective Service hadn't been out there.
Well, Faith said it on a live the other day that they have been called. So,
I'm about to say the police know them by name. When
yeah.
when they call in right now, they tell her literally, Faith, we was just shit about dropping the plate. She says, Faith, we just talked to you 3 or 4 days ago. We was just out at your house.
Well, I've heard her speak to her mom something terrible. And I talked to Faith one-on-one last week sometime. And I told her my situation, that I was in a wheelchair. And I told her, I said, if you can take 5 steps, and you can take 5 steps after that and keep working yourself up, Faith, you'll be able to walk. My situation is I won't never be able to walk. So, just take advantage. If you can walk 5 steps, keep walking those 5 steps, and you'll get further and further every day.
Well, there's pictures of her, when she was younger that she, and I think this is where this comes from. She says that she didn't realize that she was in a wheelchair until she was like 16. Well, that's because she really wasn't in the wheelchair. Hey, Faith. Faith just came in. And now she just, she's doing this with the mock trials and all this. Tonight was vile, and I hope she didn't watch all that. She was in the other live with the other trial, and that was vile. And she's doing stuff sporadically. I'm just waiting on her to request a box because I know I just seen her come in.
It was a Faith Longhorn needs
Mm-hmm.
jail account. It's not her. They spelled it like her name, so that's all you see. But it says need jail at the end.
Oh, is it? Um, she's completely turned around and she surrounded herself with worse people than on her own, if that makes any sense. It is. Um, yeah, I see it now.
Well, if her parents are her caregivers, or can't they stop her from going somewhere like that?
Technically,
No.
no, because they're not in control of her body. They're only the caregiver part of it. So she can still legally go if she wants to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they have no guardianship over her or anything like that.
yeah. Well, Pinky, dinner just got done, so I'm gonna go eat and stuff. But y'all,
Yes, sir.
I'll catch y'all back around on the flip side with this mess again.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for
Uh,
I love you,
everything.
D.
you're welcome. So I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I get sad when he leaves. I don't know why, but like I think because like I'm
I
replacing
can't hear
Stu.
you. Baby, I can't hear you. Your phone's breaking up really bad.
Oh, is it better now?
Not you. Not
Oh.
Alaya. Barely.
Okay. I have a question. So they have
No.
a
Hold on. Drop down and I'll bring you
center.
right back. Because I can't hear nothing you're saying. Hold on. Could understand her? Because I couldn't hear her.
No, it sounded like a robot.
Yeah, it was really weird. I don't know if um I don't know if she turned around and told Mocha or if Mocha told her. Turned around. Ooh, now it's echoing.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
What I was asking is, I was asking if they have an adult care daycare center down there.
Oh, they have plenty of them. She won't go to
I'll be
them.
back in a little bit. I need to clear my head.
Okay, Alaya.
Because when I was able to, I used to work in one, and you would go there for 6 hours and then go back home. It would be perfect for her.
Yeah, well, she has been in one, and she said she didn't like talking to just the people that work there.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, she doesn't she doesn't like the fact that she is there with people that do not have her cognitive skills. That's them her words, y'all, not mine. So for me, that's like belittling somebody else with a disability, but um, it's crazy behavior. And Kelly, I don't know when she's supposedly going, but Mocha turned around and said that she could come. And that's not what that is. Faith took it as, she's going to go and be able to do this, that, and the third, and have all this great stuff. And somebody was going to take care of her. And us talking to Mocha's like she can't handle any of that. So
Like I said before, there's no hospital that's going to keep her 30 days.
no.
I mean,
Yeah. They also have a place here where I live. It's called Fisherville, and they teach you how to be independent while you're in a wheelchair. I went there, and in a scooter now, and I also use my walker.
Snow Angel, if Faith is going to New York in a month, she is basically on her own. Because I think that Mocha's backed away from her. From what I read earlier, she was trying to call her and Mocha wasn't answering the phone.
I heard that
Because I
earlier
think she
too.
blocked her. But I see, and that's crazy. So she told me the other day she's going into respite care September 2nd. September 7th to October 7th because it's a full 30 days. So she booked the flight for the 8th, which is wild. Then I don't know. Yeah,
Wasn't
it is
it
a third party.
a week ago? He was looking for somebody or wanted to know if somebody could help her get on at Disneyland in Orlando.
Well, she can't work for Disney ever again.
Oh,
Yeah, they're also looking into her.
oh.
Yeah, wild behavior. It's insane.
I only hope she doesn't end up in a dangerous situation because I worry about her traveling by
Well,
herself.
if she takes her butt out to New York all by herself, she's gonna end up in the same situation that she ended up in when she went to Florida the first time and her parents had to pay 10 grand to get her back. So, but I think I'm gonna get off here, ladies. I go take care
Good night, and thanks for
and
having
take
me
some
up.
medicine. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Nancy. For the love of art, you know I love your art.
Good night.
Good night, Dollface. Y'all be good. Good night, Mama Lisa. Good night, Nap Queen. I don't know. Knowing me, I'll go take some medicine and feel like I'm brand new again because I feel like crap right now. So, if you're still up, I might get back on. But, y'all don't go run amok. Okay? I'll check in with y'all later.